like this together.
It was deep in my brain. No. Hey, I just want to say thanks to you guys. This is something we wanted to do for a long time at this location. We got to revive this gym and get it back to what we used to have, the rolls and all the different tournaments. One of the guys standing here or sitting down, Mike Martinez, who put all those together when I was a kid. So we got to continue this. So it was actually kind of nice because we went over a few of the things I needed to make sure we could take care of this week. And it was, hey, Mike, what do you think? So appreciate you starting that. I played in the junior worlds here when I was 14 to 18 years old. Right on this court, won a few titles, and some of my best memories growing up were right here at this club. So it was a pretty special club for me, and obviously pretty close to home. So it makes it even that much better. Yeah. All right, I'll let Mike hand it over to Tavian.
When I was 13, it was 1976.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the last semifinal matchup! Introducing first, playing out of Chihuahua, Mexico. His forehand has enough power to light up a small city. Rodrigo Montoya! And his opponent, playing out of San Antonio, Texas. He's served up more donuts than a Krispy Kreme factory. The GOAT, KANE WASELENCHUK!
And there you have it, everyone. The player introductions for our second semifinal match of the weekend. Carrie Reitmeyer here along with Brian Pineda at the 2026 Players Championship event. Again, how fun is that?
This has just had all the bells and whistles. Really great brainchild, Jerry Hall, Rocky Carson, and the entire team. Carrie, just happy to be a part of it with you. Incredible matchup we have here. We have what we would call the generation, the GOAT, KANE WASELENCHUK's era that has transcended almost 3 decades, taking on one of the supreme athletes on the IRT Tour, Rodrigo Montoya. This has just been really geared up to something that I think all the fans are looking forward to. Alan Atera's on the call. Carrie, prediction here.
You know, I've not seen them play that I can remember in recent history, but the way KANE came out yesterday, shooting, directed, dedicated, he focused. I see him continuing that streak here.
Yeah, I can finally cheer for him now that he's taken out one of my best friends in Charlie Pratt, the journeyman that made it to the quarterfinals. And now I can cheer for him because he is my pick on the Fantasy Fast Break. So if you're part of the club, let's see how we do. Game's called.
Yes. KANE winning the coin toss, so getting to serve first. Alan Natera, our head ref. Jaime Matella, line judge. And I can't see the other one.
Looks like that's Castillo there on the right side. Oh.
Good.
I think
good
you
shot.
like that one. Do you think
Yep.
you got a good eye on that one, Carrie? I think you saw that one pretty crystal clear.
And I don't think that'll be the last one we see.
No, but
shot.
I love that coming from the man, the myth, the legend that he is, KANE WASELENCHUK, the GOAT. So many titles he wears here in racquetball on the indoor scene. Just authoritative right. Second serve early on for KANE WASELENCHUK, serving the lob nick to the left.
Just taking care of business, starting out these first few points.
So dedicated. He made the switch midseason, so like the same way the tour made the switch with the IRT, the Formula Flow ball, KANE made a season switch to the Pro Kinetics racket. Talked about some adjustment periods, and I got to tell you, Carrie, he looks better than ever. Look at that.
Yeah, and we talked yesterday after the match about his age, and at one point, a couple tournaments ago, I mentioned, does that bother you? And he said, no, I think people need to know. I'm 44 years old, and look what I've been doing for so long, and, at such a high level. So with all the respect of that comes those comments when we mention his age.
Yeah, quick damage done there, but it's a side out from Montoya. Good hands in the front. He's trailing 0-3.
A rare miss by Rodrigo up front there.
And one of the challenges of serving to KANE is not only does he read the ball better than most, but he gets a good beat on it. He's like all the greats that we've seen in the sport. Incredible first step, and he plays lower than most, even at the age of 44.
Oh, that made it. What a great read. And he did raise his hand right away. I wasn't sure why, though, but he is going to appeal.
Disagree and disagree. So we're going to have a replay here, and it's going to be a first serve replay.
Yeah, so good on the line judges for paying attention to that. To be honest, I didn't catch it, and I wasn't sure what. Yeah, KANE just having a small conversation with our head ref.
He knows how important this is, and that's what I love about the character that he is, or the character that he exudes. He's unapologetically been himself, but he's just letting him know, like, hey, I need that. Like, that's how in tuned he is after almost 3 decades of playing professional ball. He is so passionate about this game. And what a joy, Carrie, we get to be, and even the viewers at home, those in the audience, we're a packed house. They're along the banisters. I'm pretty sure they're hanging from the ceiling. We get to witness the greatest player to have ever played the game.
Oh, and if you've listened to me ever commentate, I truly feel blessed to be a part of the era, and I'm going to throw Paola in there as well. The era of these two, in my opinion, will not be replicated.
Yeah. Great shot there from Rodrigo. And just to kind of go along with that storyline, I remember hearing an interview from Michael Jordan, and he doesn't believe in the GOAT. He believes that, as we see these next generation players, they are products of the evolution of the players that came before him. And I think that's the best way you can really describe. Wow.
Nice rally there. Good pass by Rodrigo.
So much good hand-eye coordination, even not being able to see it, but the anticipation from KANE as he whipped around lasso style. Good on Rodrigo to stay tough in that rally.
1 serving 4.
And this will be the key to Rodrigo's success. He's an incredible shot maker, but pound for pound, KANE is better in that department. However, where he can match KANE is on the serve. Maybe not with velocity, but definitely with results.
Kane going for broke there. He went all in on that left side wall there.
He did, and he sniffed it out. He's got a little bloodhound in him.
That gives Rodrigo another point, 3 serving 4.
This is good for Rodrigo to kind of found his way in. Game number 1 early, not too much distance he wants to create. There's that serve. And Carrie, I love the use of his body. You know what I mean? He kept Kane out. You know, has to settle for more of a difficult shot. A lot of players would have turned around on the forehand there, but it would have allowed Kane to get in position. Just such good use of the body from Montoya as he ties it up 4-4.
Yep, ace serve there.
And it almost looked like it was going to go short, and the ball carried. And most of these top players are going to put topspin on. That time he chose for side spin on the ball as he moved through the shot. Really well disguised.
That's a long serve. Second serve coming up from Rodrigo.
And thus far in the event, Rodrigo has already done a better job of maintaining Kane in a match. And as we say, Carrie, so bad it was good, or maybe it was just not something any of us could have dreamed up. Even Rodrigo was stunned.
Yeah, they had a little conversation there, probably likely similar to what you just said.
Yeah. And we don't say this too often, but it's Kane trailing 4 serving 5. And just like that, the trailing we can now move away from as he's tied it back up here, 5 serving 5 in our second semifinal of the evening. Final set for 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time.
Winner of this match will take on Conrado Moscoso, who just won our first semifinal of the day in very interesting fashion. I liked how Fabio put it, drama. You know, he was behind both games, came back to win both of them against a very tough and fun to watch Jonathan Flores.
So we're getting a look here at a second serve from Kane. He's going to stick with the lob nick. And the humidity is bothering Kane a little bit here as he's getting a little more fog on his glasses, probably attributing to why he didn't quite get the good beat on the ball there. And it's just part of the conditions all players are going to deal with here at Los Cab on the all-concrete with back glass wall court. So 5-5. After good positioning and making Kane move side to side here from Montoya, they've turned the fans on in the court.
Set up for Kane.
The throw ball is so dicey when you've got someone who just thirsts for the next shot like KANE WASELENCHUK.
Drive serve coming.
Love the creativity, and here's the thing, he really loves to not only win, right? The ranking isn't as important to him as it is to win, but he loves to be a showman, and he's so good at it too while winning. It's incredible what he does.
Yeah, it's I call it Kane doing Kane things. You know, we're always going to see a behind the back shot. We're always going to see a no look shot. You know, those are just part of his what's in his basket of shots.
So this should be a good appeal. And this is just some of the gifts of reffing Kane This guy, he's just dominant. It's just in his blood to dominate any facet of the game he can, including letting the ref know what time it is. That's so good. The fast action there with just the wrist.
Right, just such quick hands up front, pushing it to the back court. Rodrigo trying to make a diving get, but unable to. Still tied, 5 serving 5.
See if he opts here. I think a good switch up to the right side would be good. He might stick with the left. Looks where he's lining up, and he does. It's right before the solid line. Perfect call there, and that's what Allen can really see the best.
See that high Nick lob. Oh, Rodrigo puts that away like smooth.
Yeah, it's too shallow of a shot for how good Rodrigo's backhand is. Just
Again,
box himself out.
Center court, 20-foot line. He's going to make that, 99% of the time.
Right.
It's just waiting there for that shot.
And it felt like the 3-0 boast had to be there, but the ball did take a little bit of a skirt. And so he kind of settled for the shot he had already committed to, didn't need to. That 3-0 boast is not going to be something that's going to play well with Kane. Oh boy, there it is. That's the right side serve I thought he was setting up for. Now he's opened up the left side serve here. Can almost anticipate it, but now it's in his head. Montoya, that is, knowing that Kane can do that from that same position. I imagine a good service run from Kane here as he's opened up the serve. And this is in a tribute, Carey, to how important that first serve is. The one time you have complete control of the bounce and control of the ball. Game number 1, if you're just joining us, this is the second semifinal. KANE Waslenchuk here in the black shirt serving Rodrigo Montoya in the blue shirt, 6 serving 5.
Short serve. Just a little off-pace drop shot at the front wall. Something Kane wasn't expecting.
Yeah, that definitely takes some serious goal in front of someone who's looking to feast on the ball. Good shot there from Montoya. And some good flick of the wrist action there from both boys, and it's Montoya who comes on top. Carey, he's done such a good of managing the score with Kane. He recognizes how important it is to not let him go on runs. He's tied it up 6-6.
And he's playing very composed. Like nothing's rattling him. He took his time to figure out what serve was going to work. Great 3-shot rally set up for himself there.
Great serve. And a fortunate break as Kane had a great beat on it. You feel just a change in momentum here, but this is something that Kane has been iconic for, that I've watched for so many years, is his ability to get back into the point right now, change your trajectory of a match.
Like I said, Rodrigo just very, right now, in control of his game, very smooth. Seeing him put together 3 points in a row here.
And if you ever even evidence of why the first serve is so important, you're seeing it in the score right now of 9-6. And as I cursed him, sorry, Rodrigo. But it's so important to recognize why it is what it is. And the hope is all these players are doing film. Like, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out why players will have success against one of the greatest of all time. Oh,
There's a rocket.
my God.
There's a rocket off of Kane's racket. Gets him back in the service box. He's got a few points to make up here. 6 serving 9.
Beautiful serve. He's going to appeal. I thought it crept over. Carey's calling it down. And there it is. What do I know? I think the monsters are making my eye twitch just a little bit too much.
It looks short to me.
What an incredible second serve.
Oh, how nice was that? Overhand smash to the left corner.
Incredible shot there from the Kane train. Yeah, a little too much room from Rodrigo, but I don't blame him. I don't know if I'm stepping in front of that, Gary.
Ace serve.
And we talked, right, this is exactly what I said a few points ago when Rodrigo scored the point to make his 9th point, how Kane does a good job of snapping right back, better than most. He's definitely more analytical than emotional.
Another drive serve coming, 8-9.
Beauty.
Nope, he's getting a screen serve called.
And he did call it right away.
He did. And we know from years past, I feel it, years past, Kane does not like that. He does not like that the ref gets to say what serves he doesn't.
And here's the
return
thing,
or
though.
not.
It is the referee's
It is.
call.
It is.
And this is to Kane's point or detriment. That screen serve is the exact one he complained about not getting before.
Sure.
So
sure.
this is Allen being consistent. And the ball knows, okay. I tell you what, I'm a live by the sword, die by the sword. That ball knows.
That is one of the difference in rules between amateur play and IRT play.
Yeah.
Is that it is the ref's call in IRT play, but it is the player's request in amateur play. So that's one of, it's not a ton of differences, but that is one of them.
Oh!
Between the legs, a winner.
And here we go. So he lines it up. I love that he crowds him, too. Doesn't give him too much room. Rodrigo shoots.
Ends with Kane doing Kane things.
Yep. Just leaves it up for him and the showman. And this is really when Kane can get dangerous here. And it's almost points like that that you want to avoid with Kane, because this is really when he can get dangerous, Kerry. When he gets the crowd involved, he's back in his zone. He is a showman. Wants to win, but it's got to be all of it for him. He's an all-or-nothing guy.
Short serve on that drive from Kane, coming back now with a second serve. Last time, second serve, we saw him stick with the drive, and it looks like he's going to do that again here. Oh,
Wow.
What a great second attempt there by Kane.
Wow.
Good diving get by Rodrigo.
Wow. That's the good stuff. The crowd is loving that. And you can see Kane He's stoked about it. That's actually a smile, and I'm sure we have the replay coming here. Unreal good from Rodrigo. Unreal good from Kane. And then the finish.
High level, high quality racquetball right there.
Yeah.
Crowd pleasing. It had everything.
Kane's smiley face on the court looks like an eagle ready to jump on its prey. So it looks like we're going to need a little more of a towel cleanup here on the court, Carrie.
Yeah, we'll take that opportunity to give a big thanks, shout out to the sponsors of this super unique, really great tournament. The hype was not over-exaggerated. It has really been a super week here. Our sponsors for the 2026 Players Championship, gold level sponsors, KRP Trucking, Sunny Cali Ranch, Los Angeles Legal Solutions, Prime Care, Bristol Warner Marketplace. Thank you so much. And another shout out to our silver level sponsors, Race Roofing, Rhinestorm Group, Frank Hotels, JMB, Real Del Valle Tequila, Carson Fitness, and Zeal. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Wow.
What a get.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how he dug that out of there.
So while the results are not going in Rodrigo's favor, the quality of racquetball has jumped. Kane, once trailing by 2, now leads by 3 at 12, serving 9. This is game number 1. You know, you're not going to get any. Here's the truth, Carrie. You're not going to get anything there when your racket's down and you just swoop. Like, you either need to shoot that ball and show why it's unavoidable, or be ready as if you wanted to hold with the racket up. So, good deceptive serve from Kane. Wow.
And an ace, yes, I agree with that. Let's see, he is appealing. Let's see what the line judges say. They agreed as well, sorry.
13. Serving 9. We got confirmation there. I think it's 14 as well.
Yeah, I think it's 14.
So he had the point on the ace, or the one where he didn't hold up, the one we discussed, and then now the ace.
Yeah, I
we were
thought
at 12-9.
I thought right away it was 14 as well. And he's just razzing him, but again,
this is
if we
Kane
can
at his
count,
best. I don't care.
we can count good, I'm pretty
Now, when I'm reffing, oh God, this is uncomfortable. I'll keep it real with you. But, man, do I love it as a spectator when it's not coming at me.
And the score has been fixed. 14, serving 9. First possible game point for Kane.
And Mike Martinez, president of Pro Kenix USA, is front row watching his best player on the roster close out game number 1. Tough. Kane gave him one too many chances.
He did.
Yeah. Fire it up, baby.
Yeah.
I love when he gets fired up. He's so passionate. And he knows. He had 2-3 chances to close that out. Not the best first serve. Good on Rodrigo. He's got a hill to climb, 9-14.
It's a pretty shot. Nice forehand from Rodrigo.
Yeah, he held it nicely. Looked like it could have been cross court. You saw Kane make a side step instead of a forward step. Good presence of mind to splat it. Really nice hold there from Rodrigo. Wow. Powered, handled really well.
Another beautiful shot by Rodrigo.
He tried to walk it down the line, instead hit the crotch and kind of came out and slowed down for Rodrigo to pinch it. 11-14 carry. Oh, wow.
And an ace serve from Rodrigo brings it within 2. 12, serving 14.
And I'll say a lot of these next-gen players, when I watch them come up in juniors, They did such a good job of not being so emotional with the score and just playing the next point. You see a little bit of a glimpse there from Montoya. Knows how important the first serve is against this guy as he just rattled off 2 straight aces there, or what could have been. One was picked up by Kane on the back wall.
Just a little misstep.
Just a little misstep there.
Connected, or if he.
I think he misstepped, but this is actually going to play in his favor to kind of get a towel timeout, cool things down, because just like that, 4 points rattled off from Montoya, 3 points rattled off from Montoya. He's now serving to tie the game up and put himself in a position, and Carey, in my opinion, to steal this first game. He ought to be arrested for robbery if he gets this. Wow.
I love that shot.
He knows.
I love that shot.
That was his opportunity, Carey. And you know Kane's going to just be laser focused for this game point number 2 that he has 14, serving 13.
Where is he driving? Which side?
I like the left, Carey. I do. No, not like that. What a finish from the man with the plan.
Are you kidding me? That's what makes him the guy that he is. Are we seeing that again?
We are. Look at this. Pretty well struck cross court to close it out. Gosh, the raw nature of Kane to close it out with it in between the leg, Carey.
Just love it. Big crowd pleaser there as well. We will be back here for game number 2, so don't go away here on IRT Live.
It's all just machines, material, and parts. Until we get our hands on them, then it all becomes something different. Skilled workers turn raw steel into the best-selling gutter machines in the USA. This doesn't happen by accident. It's over 40 years in the making, an unrelenting dedication to quality and innovation, both in the machines we make and how we make them. KWM Gutterman, American-made, family-owned.
And welcome back, everybody. You're joining us to a match already in progress here at the 2026 Players Championship in Orange County, California. Carey Reitmeyer joined by Brian Pineda. What a match. Or what a game so far.
And that's what it feels like, right? It feels like it's already been a match, and it's been so entertaining. So entertaining. Thank you to everyone who's watching online. You're catching the action with us. So good to be with you guys, witnessing 2 of the greats.
You know, there's not a whole lot. A lot of times we like to talk about what the trailing opponent needs to change. But Rodrigo, again, I think has just been doing a very nice job staying within his game, in control, totally composed. That, when you're losing 15-13, that adjustment is so small, and I'm not sure. Do you have a thought of what that might be, Brian?
Not really. I mean,
yeah, well,
I like what he did, and honestly, I would pay attention to what those last 3 points were. I would just honestly be like, okay, so the way I was serving, the speed I was serving, shot selection, playing confidently, and you know what I like too is he picked up the pace a little bit. So it's turned into a party atmosphere here, Carrie. They had the music going. I was just seeing the dancing girls come. I almost felt like being back in Las Vegas. But we had to calm it down. It's getting wild out here in Southern California.
Rodrigo with the serve here. A behind-the-back ceiling ball.
Why not?
Winner.
Well, if you got it, why not?
Oh, my. I was going to say what the other thing that I love about this venue and how we've been treated is they are literally handing out popcorn for the show.
Yeah.
It's just the greatest thing.
We've got
People
a tequila bar, popcorn,
yes.
and just 2 of the best players in the world. No big deal. Wow.
Great backhand by Rodrigo.
And so far, both semifinals are really showing, there's no walkover here. These are really well-contested racquetball matches. Kane looking to strike first blood here as we're at 0-0.
Oh, little touch shot returned with a little touch shot by Rodrigo.
And Carrie, as we talk, we didn't really talk about it because it's been so exciting, but we look at the play beforehand and how dominant these players were to get here. We obviously witnessed Kane and what he did to the journeyman and Charlie Pratt and Danny Leavely before that. And Rodrigo's been on and off the court as well, going through Kadim. And then obviously his countryman last night in 2 against Javier Mar. So this is a really good opportunity for us to see what it's like when they're both getting challenges, both having to make in-the-moment adjustments because of how good these players are. And it's, respect to the players that came before in their early draw. And it's Rodrigo takes the early lead here at 2-0.
Set up for Kane. And although Rodrigo's there, just can't handle the power coming out of that corner.
That's the second time Rodrigo's been late to the spot. Kane doesn't have the rights to that cross court. So you can imagine fear of getting a forehand to take that shot away.
Short serve, yep. High Nick lob coming to Rodrigo's backhand. Set up for Kane. Rodrigo's there, however. Yep, he'll get a replay on that. He's thinking about that was a penalty hinder or not.
And in that case, Carrie, too, and this is going to be probably something a lot of people are going to agree with here because it's just old school. Rodrigo has to take the shot to not get the winner, but also get the avoidable. So just to hold up there is really, it worked out well for him.
Oh. Incidental, comes off the bat. He's just flicking to try and at least get a racket on it.
Kane knows it. The serve was just too good. He was lucky to get a racket on it. And Kane will make an adjustment in this match. Obviously, anyone that's hitting short serves, but he is. You're actually witnessing it from how he was first serving early on to now. He's just getting it dialed back in. We talk about dimples on the front wall court. This court's been
Yes.
used and abused by all the greats. So he's going to find his location again. Wow.
That is a great return off of that, just ugly shot. Those 3 wall balls or boths are just so hard to track down sometime, but not for Kane.
What a pickup. And that's just beautiful rifle power from the left-handed assassin, KANE WASELENCHUK.
Again, would like to give a shout out to Rocky Carson, Jerry Hall, and their team. This tournament has been 2 years in the making, and they have promised that they will do it again, but sometimes it's like having a baby. You don't want to talk about the next one quite too soon because it's so much work, but it really has. Every little detail has been noted, and the players, pros and amateurs alike, have really, really enjoyed this whole show and,
Yeah.
the space that we're in. It's really something special. Congrats to all of them. You're a part of that media team, so appreciate that very much. Skip by Kane.
Yeah, they really wanted SoCal involved, so they got Robbie Sahoni, the club pro, and Mike Peters, who's been a great color commentary for the crowd. And they've really thought of a whole lot of things. So they allowed this to be well, it is their project. They've allowed this to be a SoCal thing. Oh, please make that. Please make that.
So we can talk about it for days,
Oh,
right?
just gets the blood flowing. And there he is. Speaking of the man on the screen, he's getting queued up. But it's Robbie Sahoni, the club pro, who's going to get this going. He's been a staple here in Orange County for a few decades. Back when Lynn Adams was the club pro here, Brian Hawks would come here.
Lynn Adams.
Come
was
on.
the club
You talk
pro?
about the era of Paolo Longoria, and she is so great in her era. But when you really talk
didn't know
about
she
who
was here,
set
though.
the
Yeah.
stage, we're sitting here talking about Lynn
That's
Adams.
fantastic. Yeah, I spent time with her at the tournament in September, Jim Heiser's tournament. She was inducted to the Hall of Fame, and I sat at her table and told her about the course I took with her back in 1989,
I think
maybe.
I saw that photo. There's a photo float, and you're in there. Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah, that's special. Did not realize where she was from.
Yeah, Georges Charles, I believe she posted something. She's got all the history. It's
Yeah.
incredible. Oh, yeah. Just so authoritative, just walks up there in the face of someone who is tremendous at keeping the ball in play, and Rodrigo Montoya, no big deal.
Want to thank everybody, of course, for watching. Please like and share the feed. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. We love hearing the comments, the feedback. Let us know where you're watching from. What are your predictions?
And we're all tied up here in game number 2. This is a must-win game for Montoya as Kane's in the box at 3, serving 3. Too good.
Yep, too good.
And it's obviously got pace on it. It's Kane hitting it, but that was actually some controlled power. Better and more focused on location from Kane. And this is really something that you have to be so cerebral about, how he can dance around in that service box to find that location, like just a tactician.
Oh, nice shot. Good placement from Rodrigo. Three serves 4. Nice right side pass there out of Kane's reach.
And he had a good beat on it, just too well struck there from Montoya. And we had our first tumble on the stairs. More to come. It's a weird thing I'm watching for here on the stadium court. How excited people are, just stammering in here to get a seat at 2 of the greats.
Drive serve from Kane. Sticking down that left side. Set up for Rodrigo. Oh. I agree. I
gonna
don't
see
know
what he
your
gets here.
feelings. Yeah, let's see what happens. He's going to appeal. Yeah, here's what I think happened, you know, from my view. Rodrigo chased it around, and then when he came to swing at it, it just caught the end of his racket. I don't think that Kane had anything to do with that. I think it just, he chased it and didn't quite chase enough.
Yeah, and this is where it comes down. You know, this is that there was just an era on the IRT where players started holding, right? And to me, and whatever, say what you will about my opinion, the game started getting soft.
Okay.
Right? We come from, I mean, there's lineage and history as of players who literally, I mean, it was more grueling and physical fights. I mean, they break rackets and try to stab each other. I'm not saying we got to go back to the Neolithical period. What I'm saying, though, is that they got soft because players try to work the avoidable instead of playing the ball.
Nice serve, good return by Rodrigo. Yeah. Oh.
I think he's going to bail him out because he did get it. I think he's going to bail him out. Oh, tough.
You thought Rodrigo got it?
I did because
okay.
he tossed his racket and it just gave a slice underneath, which is why it took a curve on the front wall into the sidewall. And really, if that should have been overturned, it would have played because Kane obviously was still ready to kill it. But once the ref makes a call, the play's dead.
6 serves 4. You see our IRT sponsors, most of them listed on the front wall there. Papa Nicholas, KWM Gutterman, Frank Hotels, Black and White Energy, Rhinestorm Group. Appreciate everything you do to bring this sport and these players
to
the masses. Wow. Wow. Beautiful control by Kane there. It's a short serve.
And you're feeling a little bit of cruise control here from Kane as a lot is landing for him. You're seeing the serve. He's kind of waiting to get juiced up on a serve. He's going more for placement, keeping that ace in the hole. And there's got to be signs of frustration here as Rodrigo's not doing the best job of controlling the distance and scoring as he was in the first game with Kane. The lead now extended to twice Rodrigo's score, 8 serving 4 for Kane. And he's starting to see the finish line here.
Wow, great dig and good return by Kane there too. Rodrigo had so many options there.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like it's such an easy shot there too, but when we're so familiar with Rodrigo that we know he has a million shots, but for most amateur players, when a player is like that, not easy. He just makes it look easy.
Short serve called, second serve coming up for Rodrigo. It's Kane's backhand.
Good heat.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, that's a desperation attempt.
And that's really good eyes from Allen for tracking, because anyone can argue, oh, it hit him and the ball's this high, but he's watching the trajectory of where it's going to go. It's a great judgment call from Allen. He's really actually done a fantastic job at this match. This is not easy. Beautiful.
Another point for Rodrigo, 6 serving 8.
This is one of those things for the young players out there. Rodrigo has made a habit since junior years to not be so emotional on the court, which is how he can carry him through some of these valleys.
I'd like you to say that louder for the kids in the back. I really do. That is something that I notice that I think is more of a detriment than those players realize when they let those emotions and especially showing it to your opponent out on the court.
Because there is a fine line between being passionate and being emotionally unbalanced. And a lot of players get too emotionally unbalanced as they're playing players that are typically better as you rise in level. Tough. I don't even know how that ball died down there. Ball that typically would stay up, carry, and somehow that ball stayed down. What a great serve from KANE. 9 serving 6, back to a 3-point lead.
Good pickup by Rodrigo.
Good use
and
of his
a nice
body.
Placement. Yep.
So he has an uphill climb here, Carrie. This is a long distance, a long run he's got to make to push this to even a tiebreaker. 6 serving 9. And he's 0 for 3 on the boast, Carrie.
Kane's going to take a timeout, and we will as well. We'll be right back here on IRT Live.
Racquetball is fast, demanding, relentless. Your racket should be too. Introducing the Gearbox GX1, engineered with our exclusive solid frame technology. A true one-piece carbon frame. Just pure, solid construction, built for maximum durability and performance. Every swing delivers powerful energy transfer, crisp response, and precise control. Dominate the rally. Trust the racket built to outperform and outlast. The Gearbox GX1, powered by solid frame technology. Feel the difference.
It's all just machines, material, and parts. Until we get our hands on them, then it all becomes something different. Skilled workers turn raw steel into the best-selling gutter machines in the USA. This doesn't happen by accident. It's over 40 years in the making, an unrelenting dedication to quality and innovation, both in the machines we make and how we make them. KWM Gutterman, American-made, family-owned.
And welcome back, everybody. Joining us in this match already in progress between the #1 seed and #1 player in the land, KANE Waselenchuk, and the #4 seed, Rodrigo Montoya.
Wow. From behind him, he still finds the will to hit an incredible forehand. The wrist action, the core, the balance.
We would call that an effective timeout, right?
My God.
Right?
It's unnatural.
Ten serve 6. Second serve coming from KANE Waselenchuk. Throws it back up to the ceiling. Rodrigo will shoot it, however. Good kill in that right front corner by KANE.
You know, one of my favorite things I've seen about KANE and a tribute to his athleticism and more so his balance is the way he can open face the front wall in the squatted position and shoot almost any shot.
That's a really good point and a good description. He does do that very well, across his body or off to the side. Short serve. An ace lob serve by Kane gives him point number 12, just 3 points away from taking this match and moving on to play Conrado Moscoso in the finals, which is tonight. That is a little schedule change for the IRT, so we will be playing that finals match at 6 o'clock tonight.
And he's on a roar now, Carrie.
Looks like Rodrigo's taking a timeout. We're going to do the same. We'll be right back here on IRT Live.
It's all just machines, material, and parts. Until we get our hands on them, then it all becomes something different. Skilled workers turn raw steel into the best-selling gutter machines in the USA. This doesn't happen by accident. It's over 40 years in the making, an unrelenting dedication to quality and innovation, both in the machines we make and how we make them. KWM Gutterman, American-made, family-owned.
Welcome back, everybody. You will now be joining us for the duration of game number 2 here. Both players have taken their timeouts. KANE WASELENCHUK is serving 13 to the receiver, Rodrigo Montoya, with 6. Kane 2 points away from securing his spot in the finals, which will be at 6 p.m. tonight. Brian will be along with me on that call. So hopefully you will join us here to wrap up a super Saturday.
Yes. Excited for Saturday finals. I'm glad they're doing it this way. I just hope that the players get enough, rub in, stretch in, hydration in, because we're geared up to see an amazing final, what we all wanted with the Kane and Conrado final. Uh-oh.
Oh, what a great attempt, though, to get that ball that just did not have enough to come off the sidewall.
And Kane did everything right. He was, and you're feeling it. You're feeling him set himself up for that 14th point. Fortunate break for Montoya. Let's see what he can do here. And he'll start with an ace. I think that's the right way to handle it.
Kane's looking at his camp, wondering if he should appeal that, and he's going to appeal it. Kane thinks he got the ball. See what happens. 1 up, 1 down. Appeal lost.
And so it's a good use, if there's a one salt, the other way. So good peel. I like it. Can't take him with you. And just like that, he's rattled 2 points. 8 serving 13. Never count Montoya out. That's a skip serve.
I would agree. That's what I saw as well. And he's going to appeal it, but that's what I saw as well. Or is he not? I thought he gave the appeal sign. No. All right, side out. Kane serving 13-8.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy, he's tasting a final. He is knocking at the door for a dance in the final with Conrado Moscoso. A true final setting up here, as we could see the number 1 and number 2 seed, unless Rodrigo can produce some magic here.
14-8.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. And he's got no appeal to use there. He thought it was short, but really it's Kane that came out on top. Love the passion, love the look at his camp. And this guy's in it. We got a true final carry.
Just like
number
you
1,
said.
number 2 for a final dance here at the Los Cabos Sports Village Players Championship.
Well, gosh, I look forward to watching and calling that match with you at 6 o'clock here, but we are going to go down and talk with Kane, so stick around for that, and we're going to be right back here with the interview and Kane on IRT Live.
Racquetball is fast, demanding, relentless. Your racket should be too. Introducing the Gearbox GX1, engineered with our exclusive solid frame technology. A true one-piece carbon frame. Just pure, solid construction, built for maximum durability and performance. Every swing delivers powerful energy transfer, crisp response, and precise control. Dominate the rally. Trust the racket built to outperform and outlast. The Gearbox GX1, powered by solid frame technology. Feel the difference.
It's all just machines, material, and parts. Until we get our hands on them, then it all becomes something different. Skilled workers turn raw steel into the best-selling gutter machines in the USA. This doesn't happen by accident. It's over 40 years in the making. An unrelenting dedication to quality and innovation, both in the machines we make and how we make them. KWM Gutterman, American-made, family-owned.
Welcome back, everyone. Carrie Reitmeyer here with IRT Live with our latest and final semifinal winner, Mr. KANE WASELENCHUK, defeating Rodrigo Montoya in 2. What a game.
Yeah.
You look strong, you look powerful, you looked in control. Tell me how it feels from your side.
Yeah, I felt like, I kind of started off a little slow, but at my age, those things happen, So, it was just a matter of, telling myself that just work through it. I've been here plenty of times in my career, and obviously it's a little different. I've had a little bit of a rough stretch as far as KANE WASELENCHUK is concerned, and in my career. And so, there's been times where I've doubted myself a little bit, and this tournament, just messages, just believe in myself still, And I had a couple of little equipment changes, and I've been liking it, and my game's. I'm just building confidence, and that's what it's about.
And again, I think these courts really play into your game, and we saw many of the Kane doing Kane things.
Yeah.
The between the legs ceiling ball winner, or what?
Yeah.
Behind the back.
Yeah.
What was that?
Really just reaction, But no, it's getting a racket on those things. Apparently this weekend my forte is at game point, I just hit it between my legs, and I think it'll roll out. So I'll
We
keep
love
that in
it.
mind for the finals.
We love it. Yes, that's, the finals is tomorrow at 6 o'clock.
Is it today? Tonight?
Oh my gosh! See, I'm all messed up.
You know what? If he wants to play tomorrow, I'm in.
We'll check on
I'm
that.
in.
We have been all weekend after the quarterfinals and semifinals asking our players some questions because the fans want to get to know you a little bit better. So I have new questions today.
Oh, awesome.
All right,
Let's
so
go.
here we go. Who is your favorite athlete of all time?
Golly, that's a tough one. I mean, I'm gonna say Wayne Gretzky. I grew up playing hockey, but you can't go wrong with Michael Jordan or Tiger Woods either.
Yeah, those all good ones.
Yeah,
all
yeah.
good ones. Okay, what's your favorite music genre?
I like all genres actually, but I mean, when I warm up, I listen to my Christian music, and when I'm getting ready for a match, driving here, I listen to my '90s hip hop. My old school, yeah, old school, Tupac and Biggie.
This isn't a question, but do you sing along?
Of course.
Love
Of
it.
course. If Erica was here right now, she'd tell you this guy knows every single lyric of every song from Tupac and Biggie, and so I really had nothing other than play racquetball and listen to music. So
That is a competition you and I are going to have sometime.
I love it.
All right.
I love it. Karaoke night.
It's karaoke. Karaoke. Okay. What's your favorite meal?
Tacos. Erica's tacos. Unbelievable.
Love it. Love it. What is the last book you read?
The last book I read, golly, truthfully, I don't like to read. I've always had this thing where I got to read the page like 7 times.
Yeah. It's all right.
But I read our devotional book, Eric and I, every morning. So
That's a book.
that would be a book.
That would be
there
a book.
There you go. I like it.
Last thing, you kind of touched on this yesterday, but if you could pick a superpower, what would it be?
In the court, I would like to read people's minds. That way I know what serve to hit.
That's a really good one.
Yeah, thank you.
That's a really good one. It's been a pleasure. Love
Thank you very
you
much.
taking the time with us. Join us tonight, 6 o'clock. KANE WASELENCHUK, Conrado Moscoso. It's sure to be a good one. Carrie leaving you on IRT Live.